Today is Monday, August 1st, 2022. It is also day 26 of SQL. I left off over here and I haven't kind of gone back to it because I feel like I was a little confused. So I'm going to watch the video again and do the playlist maker challenge again and then see how it goes. Okay, so I finished watching the video and I made some notes, right? So I learned about the in operator. I relearned about it. The not in operator, a subquery, and then the like operator. So I'm going to do the challenge again. I'll actually just start it now, and then I'm going to go and make up my own databases and see if I could apply what I learned there. If this thing wants to load. Alright, so I'll just go and start over. See if I can do it. So we've created a database of songs and artists, and you'll make playlists from them in this challenge. In this first step, select the title of all the songs by the artist name and queen. Okay, so down here, select title from artists, whoops, where name is equal to queen. Select title from the table artists where name is equal to queen. Tell me why that's not working. Is it this one? No, it has to be title. Select title from artists where name is equal to queen. What do you mean? Did I spell title wrong? Oh, oh, okay. So select title. So that means it's in songs database. Songs where the artist is equal to queen. Okay, so that makes sense. So I select the title from songs because title is in the songs database, where the artist is equal to queen. Okay, next. Now you'll make a pop playlist. In preparation, select the name of all of the artists from the pop genre. All right. So select title. No, I don't want the title. I want artists from artists. Is it? It's name from artist. Name from artists where genre is equal to pop. Let's see. Select name from the database artist where the genre is equal to pop. That's capital P. Whoops. There we go. Next. To finish creating the pop playlist, add another query that will select the title of all the songs from the pop artists. It should use in on a nested subquery that's based on your previous query. To finish creating the pop playlist, add another query that will select the title of all the songs from the pop artists. It should use an in on a nested subquery that's based on your previous query. Okay. So select title, pop artist. Can I use two words? Where type Or is it the other way around? Hold on. So to finish creating the pop playlist, add another query that will select the title of all the songs from the pop artist. So it should be title from all the songs. Don't need this. Where select name from artist where genre is pop, and then select the title. Select, I know there needs to be a column there, but which column do I use? Select title from songs where artists in, select name from artist where genres pop. Let me see. Type in, and then there's another subquery. Select type from doctor's favorites. So here I would just select from artists. So I need to select all of the titles. Oh, this is so complicated. Okay. Okay. Add another query that will select the title of all of the songs from the pop artists. So for me, that would select all the songs as long as the pop artists are here. So here I would put in select name from artist, but I don't want the name. Select the songs from artists where genre is equal to pop, and then select title from songs where artist, well, I guess where genre, where genre in, tell me how that makes sense. Okay, select type from doctor's favorite. So I'm selecting from my exercise logs where inside the column type are the songs selected here. And so that means that I guess the only thing that's the same here would be the name. So it has something to do with the name. Or maybe not. I don't even know. Let's see. Let me think. Queries that I use inside are the queries. Select. Why am I taking this long to figure it out if I literally figured this out like a week ago? All right, select everything from exercise logs where inside the type is basically everything selected from doctor's favorites. Okay, so oh my god. So select the title of all the songs from the pop artists. So first of all, I need all of the pop artists. So select name from artist where genre is pop. And then I can select the title from songs where the title inside the title is this. Select title from songs where inside the title are the names, or not the names of the artists, but I guess the songs. Huh. So it's from artists. So select, or maybe it's the opposite. select title from songs select title from songs where inside the title is, or maybe not where inside the title is, but maybe the artist, inside the artist. Oh, that's what I got. Okay, artist. Where the artist, inside the artist is the name from artist, where genre is pop. Alright, so what was the previous step? I had to select from, or no, select title from songs where, I don't even remember what was the first step. Select title, let me just copy this and go back. What was step 1? Go back. Okay, maybe not go back. Oh, okay. We've created a database, songs, blah, blah, blah. Select the title of all songs. Okay, Queen. So select title from all songs where artist is equal to Queen. Artist. Select title from songs. Goes here. Select title from songs where inside the artist is the name from artist where the genre is pop. Oh, there we go. Had a semicolon there. Alright, that makes sense. Took me 5 hours, but I got it. Why is this so complicated? Alright, now I'm gonna try to make my own. Okay, so I'm just gonna go to Khan Academy. SQL script. Alright, so I'm thinking of like a book database. So I think my idea is gonna be have my like books that I want to read, so like my TBR, which is like to be read database. So a database about books that I want to read, and then I'll have like, I don't know, a celebrity's favorite books, and then maybe I'll choose the books that I want to read that are also inside the celebrity's favorite books. Okay, so that's what I'm gonna do. So I'll do create. Table, give it a table name, books, ID, that's my first column, data type integer, it's going to be primary key, and it's going to be auto increment. Should have probably, oops, okay. And then my other column would be the title of the book, so that would be data type text, and then maybe like maybe the rating, not that it matters. Actually, I'm just gonna leave it like that. Maybe something simple, and then I'll start an insert into my database books, and then I'll insert the following. So for me, ID is the first column, and then I put in the data type, so integer, and ID is basically the identifier. It's how my books are going to be identified. Primary key, so that SQL knows that this is not just any type of column, but it's the primary key column. And then auto increment tells it to basically automatically add an identifier to my database, because there is this thing where if I don't put that in there, I have to actually write in like 1 and then 2 and then 3 for each book that I put in. But because I have that there, I don't have to do that. And then title is my second column, and it's going to have a data type text. All right, so if I want to insert my first book into the database, I do insert into my database name, books, or my table name. And then because I have an ID already, I don't have to add that, but I do have to add any columns that I'm going to add into here, insert into books. Oops, that's supposed to be here. And then I have to write, oops, space, okay. The values, insert into books. Value. And then, I don't know, red queen. All right, so that's my first book. And then to see it in my database, I just do select everything from, why is not from books, and then I can see my first book. All right, so that's something simple. And then I'll just do it again. So I'll create table and I'll call this, I'll just call this faves. So like somebody's faves. I don't know whose faves, but whatever. ID, integer type, primary key, an auto increment, and then I'll do title and have it be text. And then here I'll do insert into faves, and I'll probably do I don't know, let me go to my Goodreads and see what books I have there just to, because I can't think of any in the top of my head. I mean, for me, you know, I would do 84 Charring Crossroad. So that's one book. Could also do the Inheritance Games. That was a fun one. And then let me see. Oops. Why did I put that in there? It meant every time I have to add one, I have to add one. I have to use the insert operator. So that goes into here. And then the inheritance games would go into another insertion. All right. So now for like doctor's faves, maybe the doctor's faves is, I'll have to add a title here. And then I'll put in maybe the Hunger Games as one. And now if I want to select everything from faves, I can do that. Now I'll be able to see that. So those are my two databases. I'll just add a few more values. Maybe I'll add this one into here just to keep things simple. Maybe the first one actually. All right. So maybe I'll add this one too. All right. Just change that to faves and change this one to faves as well. All right, so now these are my two databases. The first one is a database of books that I want to buy, and then the second one is a database of someone else's favorite books that, you know, I admire that person and maybe I just want to read their favorite books. And so I want to see which books in my database that I want to buy are that person's favorites. So I'll take that chance, you know, to buy those books because it's more the reason to buy them. All right, so let me start and do that. So the first thing I want, maybe I'll start with like getting what I want within each individual one and then put them together. Maybe that would be easier for me. So I'll select the title um from faves. And I'll literally just do that. And then that's the titles from faves. And then for me, I would select the title from my books, right, where title inside title would be this query and there. And get rid of that and put that in there. All right, so yeah, I did it. Okay, so basically these, right, are the titles of the books that I'm going to end up buying, right? So Red Queen and the Inheritance Games. Why? Because they were in my TB Read book database, right? So they were in the database of books that I wanted to read, that I want to buy. And I figured, I like them all the same. I can't decide, right, in between which one I'm going to buy. And so I decided that I'm just going to look into a person that I admire and look at their favorite books. And if one of the books that I have in my database that I want to buy are in their database, right, in their favorites, then that's the book that I'm going to end up buying, right, for my database. And so that's going to be Red Queen and the Inheritance Games, because I can clearly see that even in the code that both of those books are in there, while they're also in my database, right? But they're also in that person's favorites. Now notice that 84 Charing Crossroad is not in the database over here. Why? Because that is not one of that person's favorite books. And The Hunger Games doesn't appear here either because that's not one of the books that is in my database. All right, so I think that's pretty simple, a good example. I was really struggling with understanding because usually the way that I learn is by making my own examples, and I really could not think of anything at the time that I learned this like a week ago. So now that I have kind of like an idea of what I can do, I'll probably like do this for the following week and kind of just create my own databases and try to kind of come up with like these simple ideas here. So yeah, that's pretty much what I'll do. And I think, do I want to end it here? Yeah, I don't really want to start anything new. So I'll end it here. Bye.